Okay, we're going to take a look at the first of three methods of detecting line downtime. And we talked a little bit about that in the previous session. This particular one we're going to call key reason detection. And how we're going to do this is we're going to monitor the state at each one of these machines. So if these are the addresses in the PLC that we're monitoring for each one of these, and in actuality they could be different PLCs, which is very common. The case packer has its own, the capper, or you could have one PLC for your capper sealer and a different one for a filler, however that is done. But for our explanation, we'll use sequenced addresses like that just for clarity. And let's, we remember 0 is stop, 1 is run, and we had like 2 no product, 4 e-stop, so on, so forth. But let's say over here on the, yeah, let's, I think 25 was out feed backup. Okay, so I'm not going to write down for each of these, but each of them would have their states. And let's say that we are consistent with the 25 here is out feed backup on each one of these. So what we do is we take the first machine of the line, and you can define which machine's the first one. It doesn't have to match your product flow, and we'll get more into that later under configuring the software. But we take a look at this case, the filler. So if the filler goes down, we can never recover production. We're just like out of luck at that point. So very important we capture those moments. So we take a look at the filler, and if it's running, then the line's running. So in this case, if we had a 1 for our filler state, then we're going to say line running. Simple. Okay, now let's say the filler is state 4. Okay, so we take a look at the filler and it's not running, and we take a look at why. Well, we talked that that's the filler's fault if there's an e-stop. So we're going to blame that filler. So filler e-stop. Okay, but let's say the filler's down for out feed backup. In that case, we're going to go to the sealer. We're going to take a look at why is it down, because it went down and it backed up here, and we probably covered over a sensor, so we'll put this filler into a state of out feed backup here. So we take a look at the sealer, and could be the same thing. We have a sensor there, it has nowhere to put product, and it's 25, so it's out feeds backed up. That's not the sealer's fault either. So we go on to the capper, and let's say we have in this case 4 is no caps. Okay, we have 4 for it, and that is the capper's fault. So it's a problem with the capper, and it's not another machine. So we blame the capper, and no caps. Now an interesting thing happens when the capper starts back up. So if it went to a 1 state and it's running, sealer's not running yet, it's still in a state of 25, and then the filler's in the state of 25. Well, eventually this product clears out and the sealer starts up, and it goes to a state of 1. Filler's still in the state of 25 probably. Then this starts to clear out and the filler comes up to 1. So we'll end that downtime event when the filler starts back up, or we get some other downtime machine causing downtime on the line. So that's key reason detection. And it gets the most accurate recording of time of lost production and going through an algorithm, key reason detection algorithm, to determine which machine is causing the downtime for a line.